all I'm getting is like vlogging cameras. I'm like, no, I want a zoom camera.
Yeah, they don't really know what you mean when you say that.
Zoom action camera with screen, maybe? I'm not sure got that rat boogie going, baby.
Gotta.
They don't know at all what I mean. God, this computer will not turn on.
Yeah, that computer struggles a little bit.
There it goes. Come on now.
Let people start to come in as we get our computer up here. Our comment machine schmirking. Combat machine.
Combat machine.
My comment combat. This to the Lego gun.
What? Oh, it's the dovetail safety for it. Yeah. Oh, did Talon stretch and break that again?
No, I break it every time I go to turn the light on back there. I lean over and I hit it every time.
I have no idea what this password is. I could not get it to work on the last live we did. I want this IKEA bag so bad.
Yeah, you like it? Very nice, and it's waterproof.
Who did you make this, or did someone make it for you?
IKEA makes it.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's a legit IKEA bag.
No way.
Yeah, you can legitimately get them from IKEA.
All right,
dude, they're great. I love it.
IKEA bag.
Something went wrong. Page couldn't load. Okay. Instagram work, please.
Oh my God, they really do.
Yeah, and they're cheap too.
They're like $15.
Yeah, they're nice. I love it.
For like a waterproof bag, is it waterproof?
I mean, it's plastic.
Well, yeah, but like I'm talking like the zippers. Those zippers aren't like.
No, it's not. It's not like made waterproof. But
Yeah,
like, it's
but
water
like,
resistant. Like
yeah.
water's not gonna get in. Like if it's raining, you carry that thing around. It's fine.
That's awesome.
Why do we got Bob Ross up on the other screen?
I don't know, man.
6 hours, 13 minutes.
Bob Ross.
No, I think that. I don't know what this is. I'm looking at.
All right, I'm gonna go. There's a bunch of comments. Throw it up.
Yeah.
My leggies.
There's a dude to make AK chest rigs from IKEA bags. Yes, I have seen those. I think they have them on Commando Store.
All right, see if we have anything interesting here.
Did I miss anything before that?
Hello, my boys. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, nice. Hello. What's up? Someone said, yo, I was the Flectarn guy on Sunday. I was sitting next to Longhair Bro. Is that to me or you?
It's probably to me. Flectarn guy on Sunday.
Yeah, because you were at Southern Front.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. My brain is absolutely cooked from this weekend.
Yeah, tell us how it went.
Well, it went good. Well, I'll tell when actually more people hit the live or a little bit later, but it was good.
Tell the people how the Texas games go.
I just want to go back for Rudy's barbecue.
Let me make sure we're in focus. I actually didn't even check that today. I'm out of it too, man.
I just drove back for 22 hours. That and you'll hear. I'm sure Andrew editing this will hear it, but you could probably hear it. How I'm just sounding like I smoked a pack of cigarettes before I got on.
Yeah,
here.
you sound terrible. What's new on the home front? Yeah, you like that guy?
Oh, that's awesome. When did you've told me about this? Yeah, because you're supposed to have the shovel stock.
I have the shovel down here. Here's the stock to it. Yeah.
I'm assuming it goes like that.
Yeah.
Why did you take it off?
Because I need to modify it so it fits better. It was loose and shaking. Yeah. And the shovel stock, AK, we love a good apocalypse build.
I love that. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah,
it just looks like it's like canted this way.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not attached on there by anything right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have a screw that holds it in. It's just sitting on there. It could literally be pulled off.
That's awesome.
Anyway, sorry, Gray Bush asked what was new on the home front. What's new from us here?
Well, we should probably do the intro before we start doing stuff.
Oh, true. No, I love doing a cold intro, when we just start rambling and then...
I mean, yeah.
Welcome to Lunchtime Live. I'm Ross.
I'm Logan.
Yeah, we're here to talk about Airsoft.
Yeah.
Answer all your Airsoft-related questions, say what's up, or, talk about whatever.
Give us a break from Airsoft for just a mere moment, please.
Yes, an hour of no Airsoft.
I am Airsofted out after this weekend. I'm so happy I have a free weekend this weekend. Or I don't have to do anything. It is Mother's Day weekend, but I'm not
Mother's Day weekend.
Not traveling home.
Go text your mom or call her.
Yeah. There's some sort of like mom joke there of like
I wasn't gonna go there.
I don't know.
I wasn't gonna go there.
I'm so cooked from this weekend.
But we are doing a sale right now for kind of Mother's Day. We're calling it a spring sale, but you know it's in lieu of Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So if there's anything airsoft related you want to pick up on our website, we got like up to 10 or 15% off this weekend into next week.
Wednesday to Wednesday.
Yep, Logan was just at Southern Front, so you guys will be able to see a gameplay video from that on Sunday morning around 11 a.m. We'll have probably the gameplay from that going up.
Yeah. Good time though. That was a good game. I'll talk about for a little bit here while we let the people come on in. It was a good time. I've never been to D14, so going there for the first time was a blast. I will say, it was muddy as all get out because it just poured and poured and poured. I mean, we were having, on the way down, we were like looking at all the rivers and stuff, and the rivers were overflowing by so much. It was so muddy, at least on Friday, to the point that the shoes I currently am wearing I actually need to throw in the washer and dryer because I did not realize they were going to be that muddy.
Covered in mud.
Yeah.
It rained on your guys' way down there.
Yeah, it did, but we didn't hit a lot of it going down.
Yeah.
But we missed the major storm system that rolled through on Thursday and Friday morning, or Wednesday / Thursday, and then there was a humongous one that hit us almost until like 3-ish o'clock on Friday, which I have a really funny video of Danny from RPS literally door dashing Domino's to in front of her booth. And then after that, the guy just leaves it. And it was this old dude who just had, like, no idea what was going on.
Yeah, right.
It just, like,
Showing
looking
up
around.
at the field.
Oh, it was so damn funny. It was like that meme of the guys who are on field exercise ordering Pizza Hut to the field. I could not stop laughing. And it was good, though. I mean, the field is a good field. I did not like how muddy it was. I'm going to keep saying that. But other than that, like, I had a blast at D14. AMS is always a good time. I ran the lever action almost the entire weekend except for the night game. The night game I ran the Fatco, my Fatco build. And the lever action was insane to run.
Yeah.
It is so satisfying to like, you know, the racking, the motion of it. My gripe with that is that the motion of racking it every single time, my forearms were on fire. I got done with the game and like I could do this. You could just see the muscle bulge, and I could not lift my arm, like my hand like this for days.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it always used to be for me, especially when I run, like, my tri-shots, my Springer tri-shots.
Oh.
After a day playing with that, dude, your arms just run raw.
I thought that I had enough arm workouts in to
hard.
catch my drift to not be able to be hurting like that. I did not. That was
hard.
brutal.
Yeah, so what, it didn't rain at all on you guys, like, actually out on the field?
No. Saturday and Sunday were beautiful. It stopped raining at Friday at around 3 or 4, and then it was just mucky and crappy. And then Saturday and Sunday was great. Saturday, the water, because they have a couple rivers and streams rolling through, were so high. So, like, your typical water crossing, you have to, like, puddle through and puddle hop, and I did not pack enough socks. I thought I packed enough socks this weekend. I did not. But it was a good time. Sunday was way better than Saturday, just because Saturday was the first time out in the field. We were kind of like figuring it out, and then Sunday it just seemed like everyone concentrated into like this town center of the field, and just all of the firefighting was right there, which was really great. Because then myself and David, who else was down there, we could just get into a solid gunfight for I think it was an hour of just sitting in there, just shooting people. And
yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. The night game was fun too. And then on Friday, we did, I was up for specifically for the dam mission that AMS had. That was a blast as well. So overall, good weekend. Want to go back because there's so many food spots down there that I didn't get to go eat, such as Goldie's.
That's fair.
R.I.P. Goldie's. I miss it so much. It was warm. Oh, it was so warm down there.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit some of these questions.
Good times. Yeah, let's get into it.
When y'all coming out to MK next? Hopefully soon. We don't have anything planned or in the books right now, but I mean, I'm sure we'll make a trip up sometime. And
I think June and July would probably be the best one for us, just because June and July is slowed down for when we travel for these natural events.
Yeah.
Because it's the middle of summer and no one wants to be playing Airsoft in the middle of summer because it's so damn hot. I know July we have one or two, maybe one event, and I think June we have maybe 2 events.
Yeah.
Maybe, but so definitely in June and July we'll go back for sure.
Yeah, as soon as we slow down with events, we'll go. I know in the winter we'll probably go a lot more. Cause, winter and CQB just goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, right now it's summertime, so it's kind of our NADOP season. So we're all over the country playing. So if we can make it out, we'll be there. But
definitely. Do you guys have the Lancer and AirTech?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We have them in all the colors. I don't know what all's in stock right now, but we do carry all the colors.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and check that out on our website.
How do you have your live bar set up? I just ordered Waldo Dynamics Custom and aluminum tappet.
I believe it's stock.
Funny, yes, for the most part. Funny you should mention that. I'm getting the Waldo Dynamics nozzle. That's the adjustable nozzle I keep telling you about.
Yeah.
But I just have a barrel build. It's a Maple Leaf Mr. Hop 75 degree and a Mega Tensioner.
Oh, you did a barrel build in it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And it's stock barrel, stock hop up unit.
Gotcha.
And it is floating 4.5s, 200 plus feet. I mean, 200 plus feet in the range that D14 had, where they had the little markers for it. Solid. Just
they're good.
hang time is insane. Even stock, David was able to shoot 4.5s without a problem. So highly recommend just simple small things. Aluminum tappet, though, I do have to look into that because I do not know what that is. I'm going to put that in my Google search real quick. Let's see.
Tyus shot me point blank last weekend with his Gen 12, and it burned.
Yeah, it's a Gen 12. It's 8 BBs.
Blew my armpit off. Yeah, that'll happen. It don't feel good. So who's going to Spring Offensive, and what team are they on?
Going to Spring Offensive, baby. It's Stag Ops.
Oh, that's the Stag Ops.
That's Stag Ops in 2 weeks. Me and David will be going to that. I am unsure what team we're going to be on. Probably multicam. That's typically what we go ahead and run. But we also will be running the trailer, so it's basically whatever time we can get out. We haven't really figured that out yet. We usually get told when it comes to those sorts of events when we're going to be constantly at the trailer what team we're going to be on when we get there, unless we have something already lined up, which to my knowledge we don't.
Yeah, but we'll have some guys there. So
yeah.
Honey and tequila will help your throat.
I'll take just tequila, please.
Spectre Solutions joined and asked, "Did I win?"
Did I win? You're always winning in my book, buddy. I miss those guys. I wanted them back in the field. That was a fun time, that little training event we had.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was a blast.
Yeah. They posted up the other day asking if there was interest in doing another one. So
yes, please.
Hopefully they host one. Hopefully there's enough interest for it.
I'll do it, but just myself, man. I love running with those guys. That was a blast.
Did you feel like you're in the old west?
Yeah, because we had cowboy hats and cowboy boots, man. It was that was okay. I don't get a lot of LARPy setups because that's just not who I am. I don't do the LARPy stuff. Yes, I play MSW, but I have a very basic MSW setup. But running the lever action with a cowboy hat and that way was so incredibly fun. I think that's going to be my new go-to setup whenever I go to like a southern spot. Like for Copperhead, lever action cowboy hat all day.
You got to get the revolvers too.
I was thinking about doing a smoke wagon, but I was also thinking about getting a leather drop leg for a Glock because I've realized that the smoke wagon is fun and all, but when a dude is up, which you'll see in the video, when a dude's up on you, I need something that'll quickly put a guy down instead of like.
So you carry 2 smoke wagons.
Shit, you're right. Next question.
Hello, babes.
Hello.
Hope all is well. Me and Bertles Milsim gonna be spamming y'all Sunday. Sounds good, buddy.
I'm excited for that.
I'll be here for it.
I'm excited to see y'all.
How's the compressor doing this time? This Sunday or Stag? Question mark. I don't know what you're asking about the compressor.
The last Stag event we had, the compressor was just not having its existence. Yeah, compressor's good.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
We fix. We make sure we have air for you guys.
Yeah.
Another is in the works from Oops, which is in reference to Spectre Solutions.
Yes, so excited. I'll run my lever action for that one.
As long as they have the key to turn it on, it should be fine.
I don't know about that. That compressor can be iffy sometimes, but we got it working. It's fine.
Ross, you still ever send me your thesis project or your final project or whatever? His
school project.
Yeah,
It was a school thesis.
He said he finished it like 2 weeks ago. I told him to send it to me. He hasn't sent it yet.
What the fuck?
Yeah, send it. Send it over.
Come on now.
I want to watch it. I want to critique it, and then I'll tell everyone on the live how bad it is.
Yo, Jesus, Ross, come on.
IMDb. I'm gonna give you a Rotten Tomatoes score. That's what I'm gonna do.
So mean.
Can you guys order guns that you don't have on the website and drop an HPA in it?
Yes. So yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because the way our custom build stuff works.
It's a little
It's a little. It's not wonky. It's just it's a little picky because we want to. We're trying to balance the fine line of being able to provide our customers with exactly what they want, but also making sure that our tech team can provide it within a timely manner and make sure it's of the quality that we believe that Airsoft has. So, yes, if you have a gun that you want HPA dropped in and worked on, go ahead and email us, sales@ampedAirsoft.com. What we then do is we bring it to our tech team after you fill out some forms, and we say, hey, this is what this customer wants. Can you do it, yes or no? And they give us the answer, and then we follow up with you. It is iffy because there's a lot of builds that we ourselves would like to do and like to see out in the wild. We just can't confidently say if it's going to be good or not because of how proprietary X gun is, or if there's a fitment issue with Y issue. You know, that's why we have that. But if you have a crazy build idea, or if you want something to be done, just email us and we'll go from there.
Yeah, if you email us, I mean, we're always open to hearing out any requests.
100%.
I mean, the way our website currently works with having pre-builds up there is just that, like, we kind of make them in a way so we can ensure that we can get out quality stuff.
Yes.
So, like, you won't see super unique, like, I mean, an MDRX, you know, in theory, you could put an HPA in it, but if we put it up on the website, it could take however long and have different complications. So we don't want to put that on you as the customer.
Yeah,
so.
we won't be able to abide by our quick turnaround time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like something like the MDRX might take a month to figure out because
Yeah.
of fitment issues versus a G&G combat machine, which we know we can build well, will take a week or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, depending.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, always reach out. We're always down to hear out any ideas. I mean, we want to bring, you know, your weird airsoft dreams to life just as much as you probably do. So, don't, you know, feel free to reach out, but it's a maybe.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
World War II airsoft guy in response to the tap pay. Bristol-based airsoft. Yeah, I looked into them because they also have the short stroke kit. Apparently getting too aggressive with the racking lever has a tendency to snap the
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and from what I was doing this weekend, it was aggressive. So that is definitely going to be an upgrade I need
You were
ASAP.
running it pretty aggressively.
I mean, listen, I had people to shoot. What do you want from me? There were just people.
Majority of Ohio airsoft is indoor. All the outdoor fields are closing or moving elsewhere. I regular at MK Medina, but do y'all have any recs for MilSim type events near Ohio or PA? There's lots in. I don't know about Ohio, but PA, well,
There's some
in Ohio. Not as many. They're more so Virginia.
No, if
ways,
well,
I
Sector
feel
7.
like.
Sector 7 has their events that they run.
That's in Ohio?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
I've never been to Sector. I need to go though.
that's like an hour over the border into Ohio.
Yeah. Sector 7's definitely one to check out.
Yeah, Sector 7. So Sector 7's a
they
field,
run a
but
lot
they
of
have
events.
they have events, and we're typically at those events. In PA, you have Nomad Milsim. He runs events at the Crescent facility.
Yeah.
Mir Tactical. He runs events at the Crescent facility, which they have one coming up for both. And then you have AMS. They do Liberty, which is at Skirmish in PA, but that's like 5 hours away from us on the other side of PA.
It's like, yeah.
Well, Crescent is an hour and 45 from us going east into PA. As far as other Milsim events in PA, Nomad, Mir, AMS, I think those are the three big ones I can think of. If there are smaller events, they're just not on my radar or
Well,
our
I mean,
radar.
Gun Gamers host some
Oh,
stuff.
crap. I can't believe I forgot about Gun Gamers. Yeah, Gun Gamers.
Gun Gamers hosts a bunch around here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Milsim
dumb.
West occasionally will do an event out this way.
They
I
have
mean, they did
Ballcar.
one at BFR.
And they replaced, Ballcar they have.
Yeah.
But that's like a hard, that's a hardcore MS
Yeah, for
Milsim
sure,
event.
for sure. But there's quite a few. I mean, in this area, if you go on our website to our events page, you'll see all the events we're going to, and we try to go to like all the local ones that are within a couple hours, and obviously ones that are further away, like Texas.
Definitely.
So just you can keep up to date with that. We usually post them up on our Instagram and stuff. So as long as you follow us on socials, you should be able to see kind of generally where we're going.
Yeah, definitely.
Smoke wagons look sick. No hop, 6 shots. I run a hater.
Exactly.
Yeah, the hater's way more ergonomic revolver, but I just think the smoke wagons feel and look
It's a
is
vibe.
more.
It's just a vibe.
What I'm looking for.
It's a vibe. The whole
I get
thing,
it,
the
I
whole
get it.
smoke wagon thing is just a complete vibe.
It is, but I mean, I totally get it with the shells and everything having to reload. I mean, at least the hater, you have discs, you can pop in new discs real quick.
Yeah.
But, have a wonderful day. Thanks, Dad Airsoft.
Bye.
You too, buddy. What's your email? I'll share it right now.
Send it sales so I can see it.
Yeah, just send it to sales@ampedairsoft.com, and we'll all sit around and watch it together with popcorn.
Yeah. Ooh. I love popcorn.
We'll throw it up on the stream now. I won't do that, dude. I don't suppose I can get you to bring me parts if you're on the way this Sunday.
It's not this Sunday. It's next Sunday.
Yeah.
It's next Sunday. This Sunday's Mother's Day. It's next Sunday. I trust me. My mother would be mad. Well, I'm not going to go see her anyways. R.I.p. But it is next Sunday.
May
it's
16th to the 18th. Yeah, it's next Sunday.
I know it's terrible of me. I'm a horrible son.
Let us know what you need. Let us know what you need. If you send us an email, then they could get whatever you need on the trailer. You could also put in an order for it, and put in event pickup, and we'll drive it down there.
That works. And if no one's responding to your email, send it again, or just DM the page.
I mean, the best way to absolutely get it is to just
place the order.
And put in event pickup. But if it's something like specific that's not on our website or something that you need, you can email us. But, if you ever need anything at an event that we are going to be at, you can always place an order and put in for event pickup. Ross, check your phone. I'm on the live right now. I can't be checking my phone.
Why didn't you text me, Ross? Let me see what he say.
He just asked for my email. Was. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Graybush would love to airsoft on a cruise. I'll pass. I don't like boats. I'm afraid of boats in deep
water. You ever
water.
been on a cruise ship?
Yeah. Remember, I had to cut halfway through Killeen to go on a cruise, and then they stole $1,000 from me. Remember that whole debacle?
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
And it was a cruise with my girlfriend's family. It was supposed to be a great cruise. It was not a great cruise. I hate boats. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Moving on.
I love cruise ships. But that's just because they're a big enough boat that I don't feel like I'm on a boat.
Moving on, as I am
don't
traumatized
hate cruise
from
ships.
this.
Don't be traumatized.
I hate cruise. Okay, hold on. But we're not now we're stuck on this. We're gonna get to all you people, and now I'm stuck on this. I do not like boats because the idea of sinking in the middle ocean is terrifying. I do not like cruise ships now because one, everything is free of charge. No, not everything's free of charge. Even though they tell you in their briefing,
you got scammed.
I did get scammed. I got scammed out of 1,000 bones.
You got scammed
right before Christmas.
Yeah, that's on you.
Oh, I was under the assumption that everything was going to be copacetic. It was not copacetic. In fact, it was not. Oh,
that's not how it works. Well,
breathe. Calm down. Anyways.
I get seasick, so that's my problem.
So at one point we were going through a storm, and you could still feel.
Oh yeah. No, trust me, I've gotten seasick on a cruise. I've been on a few cruises, and they can be rocky.
Would I do a cruise again?
Always.
Yes, I would. But if I do a cruise again, there are certain stipulations I need to have. In fact, also I don't want to be on an old person cruise. I was kind of on an older person cruise. I want to be on a young person cruise. Huh?
Where was it?
We went to. It was through Princess Voyages, and we went to
That's an old person cruise line.
I had no choice.
You gotta go Royal Caribbean, man. That's old person.
Well, no, I want to do Virgin Voyages. My friend just went on one of those cruises, and he said that it was the best thing he's ever done.
I don't know. I've never been on one.
I just want to be.
That's just like what my grandparents be going on.
Just put me on a beach in Mexico in some town that no one knows English with a beer in my hand, and I'll be perfectly happy with my life.
Fair enough.
We missed Airsoft correspondent based people shooter. Yes.
MSW does event in PA. Yes.
Ball car. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Logan.
What's up, homie?
From Polar Star.
Text me, dude. I miss you. Zach. It's probably Zach. I guarantee you it's Zach. Text me, homie. I miss you.
I figure. Working on NVG counters today. That's why I ask FBI Peanut. GDI.
NVG counters?
Sure, some counterweights, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, cool. That'd be nice.
Would love to see a HBA World War II artillery Luger with full auto. That would be the dopest dope I've ever smoked type of dope. That would be cool.
That would be insane to see. I mean, you could probably do something like that if you just did a body kit for an AAP-01.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't have the triangle action that Lugers have, which would be, dude, Lugers are so cool.
Dude, I've been thinking more and more about getting a cheap 3D printer so I can start printing some parts for random stuff.
They're so cheap nowadays.
Well, I know nowadays they are. I remember when they first came out and it was everyone was trying to get them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, I should do that.
No, my all black. Speeds off KTV Market Tan Sunday bought a smoke. I think it's dope. How do you feel? Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, the smoke wagons are always really sweet.
Yeah.
Originally, I was against smoke wagon, but good lord, I feel like Doc Holliday when you get one of those on your hip.
Dude, yeah,
cool.
That's why it's a vibe.
They're built well.
So inefficient, as in a practicality standpoint, but you just feel so dang cool running it.
Yeah, they are cool.
Don't touch. Wait, what? The market is there for skirmish west style. Don't touch
touch our boats. Don't even.
If anyone in the other parts of the country, I have learned, don't touch our boats. Don't fuck with Doc. What was the other one? Don't fuck with our oil.
Those are the things.
Those
Apparently.
are the 3 things.
Yeah. What's the best hop up? Well,
Stock.
It depends on your replica.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the max hop ups, but yeah, I mean, Logan's right. Depending on the build, probably stock. I mean, your gun was built from factory with that hop up that it came with in mind.
Yeah.
So it'll probably work best with that hop up.
The only time I would ever really recommend moving to an aftermarket hop-up unit is if you're doing some crazy aftermarket things. I mean, I'm talking modifying, not just like a simple HPA drop-in, but like I'm talking modifying the gearbox and like all this other stuff. Or if you find that with your stock hop-up unit, for some reason there's an air seal in it thing or just a problem where it's not feeding correctly, then I would recommend moving over to a max hop-up or an aftermarket hop-up. But overall, stock. Like example, the lever AR that I ran this weekend with the 4.5s, stock hop-up unit, solid.
Yeah,
well, gotta love it.
You could easily do a bucking, a barrel,
oh yeah,
a nub, but your hop up itself, honestly,
my Fatco Customs,
reason to
my
change
Fatco
it.
Customs gun, which is all decked out stock hop-up unit, runs like a dream.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the hop up's not as important as your bucking and nub and
No,
barrel.
no, not even close.
Cruise bad. Boat with just buddies. Okay. Boat sinking. Middle of ocean. Fuck that giant metal coffin.
Thank you. He knows.
No, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Spent 2 weeks on a 43-foot sailboat in the Bahamas with family. See, like that's something that I would enjoy doing.
I would be so sick.
So, yes, sir, dude, I miss you too. But you know what the problem with? I was talking to David about this because Airsoft correspondent is right. Gang, yes, sir. Haven't seen you in a hot second. But you travel all these events and you make all these friends all over the country, and then you have to come back to wherever you live, and you're just so far away from everyone. And it sucks because like this.
That's how the world works.
Like, I hate it. I hate the way the world works.
That's how the world works.
Because I come like this weekend was great hanging out with we hung out with Scott from US Airsoft, Danny and Eric from RPS, a couple of our wholesale guys were out there, Poppins Patches, like all these friends of ours, and we're sitting there having a great old time, and then we go back and I'm sitting here in PA, I'm like I miss my friends.
Well, that's why I love Bolt
I hate
Bash,
it.
because then we get everyone
I
out
can't
here.
wait
You
for
know,
Bolt Bash this
we
year,
make them
dude.
all come to us.
I can't wait for us to do Bolt Bash.
Yeah, it'll be
it's
exciting.
gonna be so much
It'll
fun.
be
I almost feel for you, Logan. Thank you for understanding.
Not counterweights, countermeasures.
Oh.
Gotcha. Tariffs, they're back to being expensive. Yes, the tariffs are back to being expensive.
Horribly expensive.
Honestly, it's kind of weird for us because I feel like every time the tariffs come up and down, we don't see the direct hit from it until a while later.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of all over the place. We don't really know what's gonna happen next month or the month after that.
Yeah.
We're just kind of playing it by ear. So.
Speaking of US Airsoft, he called us handsome.
Oh God, they're too handsome. My eyes.
I miss you, Scott. Already.
Love you, Scotty.
I miss you, Scott.
We need something else that gets everyone out here, man. We need to host some games. Why don't we host some Milsims, man?
Well, if we're gonna host some Milsims, we might as well bring back Grimnir, but that's a conversation for another time.
Listen.
I would donate my left and right testicle to bring back Grimnir because I missed out on Benghazi, and there's
Womp womp.
I'm getting angry. I can feel my blood pressure rising because I miss it. I'm just gonna keep stuttering because I'm an illiterate buffoon. But
he's very sad Grimnir's not here. Maybe Grimnir will come back on their own. Who knows?
They won't.
Maybe Sector 7 will bully them hard enough to come
They
back.
won't, dude. Everyone's bullying them. We have actively bullied them about it.
It's fine.
No, we need to do Bolt Bash two times a year. That's what I say we need to do.
Yeah.
Or have a big old get together and then dedicate Bolt Bash. I'm excited for whatever we end up doing for Bolt Bash this year. That's gonna be a blast and a half. That'll be a good time.
That'll be cool. Gotta start planning it soon here.
Yeah.
Eric knows that. Eric was in the chat.
Wait, what'd he say?
No, he wasn't here.
Oh.
He's not here anymore. Or he might be. I don't know. It said he joined earlier.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know you were in Texas. Where are you in Texas? It was D14's in Denton and Sanger. I'll I'll DM you after the live, and we'll figure
Yeah,
something
we're
out.
just in Texas.
And also, like, it seems like we're driving through Texas. It's really funny because, like, our routes to so many events, we know the highways, and we're like, yep, stopped at that Love's last time. We should stop there because the next one down the road sucks. So
That's what's nice when you go somewhere a bunch.
I think we're driving through Texas next time. No, we have an event coming up in like 2 months that we have to drive that way. I forget what it is, but I'll hit you up. I'll DM you after the live for it. Houston.
Eric said,
Oh,
I
okay.
am. Eric is here.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. We're excited for Bolt Bash.
Wait, doesn't even go here. Just don't even.
Texas huge, big.
Texas huge is big.
He's
yes.
in Houston. He says.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in Houston.
Okay, perfect. Well, next time come out to D14 with us.
We skipped Graybush's comment though about
what'd he say?
his stock hop up in his LCT AKM Gen 1, and the only thing I did was a barrel and bucking. Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Solid. It's always solid.
Yeah, that's solid. Also, see you in a few weeks at US Airsoft. Where are y'all going?
Yeah.
Where's the
Invite
invite?
us.
What the heck?
Yeah. What the fuck? I'll fly
You
out
want
for
to
that.
come? Did you have a G&G comment machine in response to the hop-up thing? Yeah, you can keep it stock.
Oh, stock,
I mean,
100%.
the G&G comment machines have decent hop-ups. If you really want to upgrade it, you could do like the max, but as we said, it's really not
Barrel
necessary.
bucking nub. Don't even have to flat hop or R hop patch things nowadays because of how good some of the bucking combos you can get for it. Just barrel bucking nub, man.
What up, fellas? Logan, I hope you enjoyed D14. I know you've been wanting to check it out. That Leve AR was sexy. I'm going to be grabbing me one soon. Gotta get back to work. I'll be watching later. Peace.
It's really funny.
Appreciate you,
Coco. It's great actually, like being able to see you, but it's really funny because Coco, I guess he has watched every single one of our lives.
Yeah.
Because he's at work, which perfect comment, but he's at work. So what he does is like he'll try to pop in for it, but he either can or can't. Yeah. But then afterwards he has not missed a single one of our lives because he watches it when he's at work doing whatever, which is the dopest.
Yeah, fun fact, if you can't catch us live and you want, we are on Spotify. Yeah. These also stay up on YouTube as well. So I know they disappear on Instagram after we go, like, are done being live.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to go back and watch one, the entire thing's on YouTube. And then if you just want to listen to it, you can go on our Spotify and you can listen to them every week. They usually go up like the next day, sometimes 2 days after, but usually Andrew's pretty good and gets them out the next day.
Definitely.
And then, you can listen to it on your commute or while you're working out or doing work, whatever.
Something.
I mean, we're just here talking and so it's pretty cool that we have this kind of way to talk to you guys, but you guys can also, just listen to it later on when you have time. Love it. Don't knock my painting off.
Portrait, actually.
That's the OG games, man.
Yeah, Irene, man.
Yeah, Irene. Lion Claws, baby.
This photo. I've never actually looked at it as the sniper.
Kurt's in there. There's some other people in there.
Yeah, I see Kurt. God, look how young he looks.
Yeah, I think Robbie's in there and stuff. There's some old Amped employees.
Those are the good old days.
Do y'all plan on getting another field? Make the current building just one giant store.
God, that's a dream and a half, man.
We're not planning on making another field. We have definitely tossed around the concept of moving the field to a different location, a bigger location. I mean, that's kind of just where it's been at as something we've talked about. Obviously, we're never going to rule it out. We'd love to have more space. I think everyone can agree that the more space you have for a field, the better it's going to be.
Yeah, 100%.
But we've done the best with what we got here right now, and maybe one day in the future, I know I would love that.
Yeah, no, I would too. Everyone likes CQB, everyone likes the little tight corners and stuff. It's great, and I really like the field that we have now. However, when you look at other fields such as MK is I think the prime example.
It's just the space,
the space makes it significantly better.
But also where we're at in the city of Pittsburgh, it's a bit harder to find a giant warehouse building like MK did.
Yeah.
They really had to kind of be out there to get that, Yeah. So, but definitely, I mean, something that we've thought about for sure. It's not out of the question.
No, not at all.
Will it be even boltier than last year? I sure hope so, Eric.
Please.
I sure hope so. US Airsoft, I'm concerned by that one.
Airsoft Palooza is where they're going. Yep.
Where's that?
That's
that
at the Dallas location, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Airsoft Palooza. When is it? June 25. June 7th. If I have nothing going on that weekend, maybe I'll go.
Texas.
Say hi. Well, I like Texas. Texas is great. I genuinely enjoy Texas.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my God, 22 hours to get there. It is insanely long to get there, and then once you're there, you just drive through the whole thing in a day. It's insane.
Well, for Airsoft Palooza, you could fly down.
Well, yeah, I'd 100% fly down.
Like, you wouldn't be playing.
Yeah, I'd fly down. Spirit Airlines, let's go.
Is there a field near the E-Bike Outpost
High
out
Ground
there?
Airsoft.
Oh, there's so.
I think either it's at High Ground Airsoft or it's at the place.
Oh, okay.
Evac Outpost Houston, and then, yeah.
What, it's like at the same location?
So you have Evike Outpost,
Yeah.
and then High Ground Airsoft is an Evike Outpost, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And they have a field, but I don't know how far the Houston location is from High Ground.
Interesting.
So, again, I'm not out that way that much. I'd love to go out there more often.
Yeah, it's fair. Bolt action only match at Bolt Bash.
We would wreck you.
Yeah, I love a good.
He would wreck you. Sorry,
I've
he's
read
a
the
wizard
Bolt
with it.
action in CQB. It's fun.
4.9 joules and higher only.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah, exactly. 5 joules up. I've been here for every live too. Congratulations. I wish that this was like Twitch and I could give you guys like little badges to have if you showed up to every live, but I can't do that. Oof, living in Spain without the S. I feel it. That's for that 5 joule.
Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, I mean, I would do it.
My bolt is only 2.9. Also, new Matrix M249 mags are 6K rounds
tank?
up from 2.5K. That's crazy. That's way too much.
A snake tank?
Need to get a snake tank in there.
Where would we put this?
What does that mean, a snake tank?
I really
like a
hope.
tank full of
I'm
snakes?
assuming it's a tank full
You
of
want
snakes.
you
like
want
Fear
like
Factor.
a pet snake? Like
It's like Fear Factor.
I wish I had the room. I do. I wish I had the room to keep a snake. I don't.
You've been in this room. You know how small
You
it
have
is.
been in this room.
Like,
It's true.
it is so small.
The last time that Scott was in here, Eric's desk was in here, and it was even smaller than it is now. So I don't know how you think we're fitting snakes in here.
They just hung from the ceiling, and like this
Yo,
whole top part is
Snake
just cut
tank
off
on the
from us.
ceiling? That'd be
Just
crazy.
Duct tape like the land party picture that you
That'd be
when it means out.
crazy. I'm there for it.
Ugh.
Stock running 9-volt batteries and faster feeds. Come on, Amped Airsoft, make an outdoor field.
How about you make an outdoor field, Eric?
Eric, I
Huh?
want an outdoor field. My dream.
How about you do it, Eric? Huh? Trust me, we know.
Call him up. Call him up. No, my dream would be basically like what BFR's got, which is outdoor field with a solid structure that can be just turned into a CQB field. I mean, different because obviously BFR's a shoot house on an outdoor range, but
Yeah.
like I think having like an outdoor field that like if it was raining, you could just easily transfer it to like just a CQB. Like imagine our CQB field exactly the way it is, but it's just a building on an outdoor field.
Yeah.
And you could just leave or enter it however you'd like.
Yeah.
It'd be
Or
cool.
you just do something like MK has.
Well, sure, but
Where
I'm
it's an
trying to
out-
think more so like actual tight CQB because like I like MK, but I'm gonna say that like before we had the arena here, I remember I had a conversation with a buddy who was asking me like what like kind of field do you want to see? And what I'd always said is I wanted like a kill house, you know,
Yeah.
like that tight. Because like the thing with like MK is like yeah it's CQB, but there's never an engagement where you're tight like door to door fighting.
Yeah.
Which is like what I wanted honestly. And now that I have it, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, if you want another field that was like as tight and as kill housey as that, where would you go?
I can give a couple off the top of my head, but it's a drive and a half.
That's
to
what
get
I
to
mean.
them. Yeah.
Like most fields, I feel like are traditionally pretty medium engagement
Yeah.
oriented. Like they're not built for that like barrel stuff distance, which I'm just an adrenaline junkie and like that a little bit.
Yeah. No, trust me, I know. Oh, I know.
When it comes to CQB, I love to be a little up in people's grills.
Oh yeah.
With it.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing I just don't like about outdoors. There's just so much downtime. I'm like standing there. I'm like, I just want to shoot at somebody.
Well, that's
already.
why I like when I go to Milsim Wests or AMSs or anything
Yeah.
like that. Any Milsim that is at a urban AO.
Yeah.
Because I like that
Yeah.
that
yeah, yeah.
constant
you get that
combat that
engagement,
you have. Don't get me wrong. There's time and place for like the downtime that you have. But like, if I like Iron Horse, right? Iron Horse is a fantastic example of just it is constant back-to-back combat and just crap going on, or like Copperhead where it's literally building to build house to house fighting, and I'm like, give me that. I live
that's
for
cool.
this, please.
Yeah. No, I'm all for that. I mean, it's just like I'm thinking more so, I guess, outdoor, not in the sense of milsims, like just outdoor fields,
Fair. Yeah.
like scrimmages. Like they're fun, But I just find plenty of times where I'm like kind of sitting there. I'm like spending half my day like trying to
You're doing
see people. Dude,
you're doing the squints.
Because I don't have my
is that
glasses on.
green?
I'm like looking through trees.
Is that tan?
Yeah, it sucks.
Multicam traffic or
But it's fun
multicam?
too, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Come air shade with me at High Ground Airsoft.
Genuinely, if my schedule is free, I will let you know.
I would like to.
Yeah.
Oops said Bakersfield is always on our mind. If an opportunity comes up, you never know. Exactly. I mean, we'll never say no to it.
Yeah.
We're hoping, you know. Yeah, they're attached. Though.
Okay, cool. That works.
Arena are the same building.
Yeah, dude. If I genuinely have the time, I don't mind hucking out there because that sounds like a blast and a half.
Airsoft correspondent's going to play at their drink and play night tonight.
Yo, wait, what?
I will. I need an amped loan. Eric said he needs an amp loan and he'll open up an outdoor field.
Nope.
Sounds great. It's been shared to you, Ross. Check your email. All right, sweet. I'll check it out, Ross.
I'm gonna look at
Appreciate
this
it.
drink and play thing that they got going on. What?
Thoughts on new Zulu map? I saw the photos. It looks really cool. I mean, I've never been there prior, so I don't really know what all they changed.
Zulu is awesome.
It looks sweet.
I've always been on the field. I've never been able to actually play. Like I've been there to vend and work and stuff like that, but I've never been actually able to go ahead and play because every time we get the chance to play, something pops up in the middle of it. We have to actually do our jobs.
That's how it works. Yeah.
I would like to go to Zulu to play.
Yeah.
Personally, eventually one day, maybe. But God has other plans every single time I'm there.
That's fair.
I've been there like 5 times.
We'll get there eventually. Just take over the area around the amped and make the whole area into a big AO. Who's gonna stop you? The police.
Yeah, even though the cops are literally up the road by like a mile.
Yeah, we'll just take over the right-in next door and call it part of our field too.
Well, I mean, they are closing down. Also, the thrift shop is just a thrift shop, so we can just kick them out pretty easily. The only problem is that it's connected to a church.
Yeah,
so
the church in the middle is our
I really don't want to be smitten by God Himself and like have to deal with that.
Smited. Smitten would be like you're happy.
Shut up. Moving on. Right. I know.
Would love to see urban house-to-house fighting. Yeah. Those AOs are always cool. I would like to go to Zulu soon for events and show and play soon. I also would. Eric, let me know if you make any plans.
It's like 6 hours away, so that would be a weekend thing. That'd be cool though.
I'm down. Let me know. I know when Terry goes, they always camp out there.
Yeah, I miss Jordan and the guys. Jordan's a homie. Jordan and Anthony from Anatech.
See you, Graybush. Have a good day.
Bye.
Brews and Pews. I used to have Airsoft knows how badass it is. That sounds badass.
That's what. Okay.
The thrift store already stopped you. Yes, they did.
Yes, they have.
Smitten, smote, even. Fair enough, really, fair enough. I'm 11. No. Should I do a Milsim?
Okay.
That might be a little young for a Milsim.
Well, no, because I've seen people that young. The thing is
it depends on the Milsim.
It depends on the Milsim, one. It depends on who you're going with, two.
Very much so.
You have to be completely prepared to get your butthole pushed in.
I think a lot of Milsims won't allow you to attend if you're under the age of 16 and don't have a parent with you.
So,
a guardian.
I have seen, and when I was younger, my younger brother, we got into a line clause when we were younger.
Yes. You can do line clause.
Line
they
clause.
used to have their training camp for it.
Yeah, and I also no.
Oh yeah.
No,
they used to do a training camp where you had to go to the training camp if you were under the age of 16.
And I think TCA has. I think 11 is their minimum age because a lot of people go 10, 11 is minimum age, or 12, and then that's like you have to have your parent or guardian physically playing with you for a lot of these.
Well, that's how it is.
16 is like when they have to be on site. Then 18 is when you're good to go.
Well, I think Milsim West is nobody allowed under 16.
I thought Milsim West was like 18, dude.
Well, I think 16 to 18 is like you have to have this prior approval from Cadre, and you have to have a guardian.
Yeah.
But it's like I know 16. If you're under 16, it's like no go, no matter what. Okay. I think 16 to 18, there's like a little bit of leeway depending on like just logistic stuff and maybe the AO and how hard of an AO it is and stuff like that. But then for the most part, I know it's 18 plus.
Oh yeah.
But that's Milsim West, which is obviously the most hardcore of the hardcore. Like obviously, you could probably go to an AMS or Lion Claws. But yeah, it just depends on the AO. I mean, really, and I think most of them recommend you have a parent or guardian there, a guardian, someone old enough.
Yeah, for AMS, it's players 15 years of age, so I don't know if that's minimum.
I think that probably is. I don't think I'd be surprised if AMS allowed younger than 15 out on the field.
Yeah, but I've seen, like this weekend, I saw
Dude, listen,
like,
I see some
well,
people
that's-
sometimes, and I'm like, yo, that's a 12-year-old, and they're like 20. So
Well, that's why
all I'm
like
saying.
that's why like I'm curious to see if like whatever. But no, just check the.
Yeah.
I would say yes, but just like be prepared for it to be super difficult and like you're not. It's a lot to take in when you're that young.
Yeah, it depends on if like that's what you're into, you know. I mean, when I was like 11, I was in Boy Scouts. I was camping and stuff. Like I
Same.
could do it, you know. So like you'll probably be fine, but it's really more so if that's something you're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
Because it is exhausting and it does push you a little bit. So if you haven't done a lot of like outdoor like milsim lights is what they're kind of called, which are usually like 8 to 12-hour games with like a lunch break in the middle, and you know they're pretty casual. I would try to find an outdoor field near you that does those. Like the Mercer near us does kind of milsim light stuff.
Yeah.
At least they used to.
And then definitely start taking anabolic steroids and creatine so you can keep up with the rest of the guys.
Do
And
not,
moving on.
No, we're not juicing. We don't support it.
I mean, you don't. I do.
Wait, is Rite Aid dying? Oh, it has been, dude. They just don't restock in there. You walk in, all the shelves are empty. And then you ask them, you're like, is this place closing? And they go, we don't know.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
they give us free food all the time.
Yeah, you
But
go
it's
in, they're like, this stuff's like about to expire, just sitting on a shelf, we never sell it, you want it? And they just give it to us.
and it's like we're there every day because we're right
Yeah.
next door. So like I've gotten like free bags of Doritos, which
Yeah,
is
they just-
I love Doritos. So
They're struggling. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird.
well, they filed for bankruptcy. They filed for Rite Aid's company filed
As a
for
company?
Chapter 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Because
so
I
they-
was going to say, it's not just that Rite Aid that's like
no, Rite Aid as a whole, I think it was Chapter 11 they filed for, and that was months ago.
what do I need to do a milsim?
That is an in-depth question that I do not think we have time to answer.
We
That
have
is
a
so
lot of
much.
resources on our website that can give you that information, and there's a lot on the internet that you can source. But it depends on the event you're going to. If you're going to a 24-hour game, it's going to be different than a 48-hour game. But I mean, you're going to need all your regular airsoft stuff, plus sustainment stuff, plus your safety stuff, tourniquets, dead rags, all that stuff.
Safety stuff,
Yeah.
battery, make sure you have your pyro, make sure you have enough
There's a
BBs,
whole
make sure
list.
you have, all your, like you said, sustainment stuff, and that depends on where you're going, if you have access to this, that, and the other thing. Extra socks every single day, extra undies every single day, extra clothes just in case. It's a list. A lot of the times if you go to a milsim, a lot of the companies will actually have a packing list to abide by. When you go to those games, you can look at the packing list. For example, Milsim West has a dedicated packing list with items that you cannot get on the field with or without.
Yes.
Look at that.
There are your, what do they call them, red line items?
Red list items, yeah.
Red list items, yeah.
So you're going to look at that
So you
and pack
absolutely have
those
that.
items specifically, or if you look at AMS or TC, I don't know if they have it, but typically a lot of Reddit forums will have, hey, this is what you should bring to these games. And then when you go, you kind of modify, okay, I can go without this, I need this. I can go without this, I need this. Like, I need extra socks all the time because I like clean socks. But some grody mother person could go ahead and say,
sure.
I don't need extra socks. And I'm like, you're disgusting, but whatever. It's preference at the same time.
We should definitely do an update on like a packing video, but I mean, if you want like the most extreme, Evike has a great Milsim West packing video.
Yes.
Dirty Civilians has a good Milsim West
Yes,
packing video.
they do.
There's good stuff out there. There's good resources. Just, really research what you're getting yourself into is all.
100%.
Because I see people show up on the field and they're not ready for it.
What is it? It's measure twice, cut once kind of mentality.
Yeah. You definitely want more than less, but
Oh, excuse me.
you also don't want to, kill yourself on the ruck in. So
Yeah.
I got utterly obliterated at Milsim West, and all I got was this T-shirt.
You got a T-shirt, dude? I didn't get a
He
T-shirt.
said Salks this year
Fell
was.
down a mountainside and I didn't get a T-shirt. What the fuck?
Yeah. Granted, someone at Stag Hunt said my daughter did really well. But she's my girlfriend, 28, just really short. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes you see people on the field and you're like, you're a little shocked, but yeah, they're just short, you know? Yeah, I've met them. Yeah. And they're above them. Yeah, I know. It'd be like that.
It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, you made my morning. Or it's afternoon, right? You made my afternoon. Thank you for that, Patrick. I
Listen,
appreciate
people mistake me for a girl on the field all the time because my long hair.
You're
Or whatever.
I can't say that out loud.
Moist. That's what Airsoft correspondent said.
I don't like that word at all.
The day Rite Aid closes up, that will be the end of Noblestown Road. I wrote several blogs on that.
Well, hold on.
On Rite Aid? You wrote several blogs
Wait,
on Rite Aid?
okay, one.
No, I think he's talking about packing.
Oh.
Eric
I
has
was
written
like,
several
one, send me the
vlogs
damn link
on
about
packing
that.
for Milsim West. This is what I'm talking about when I say we have resources. If you go to our blog, you go to our YouTube, there are videos. We have blog posts about packing for Milsims. But I also agree that if Rite Aid closes, that is the end of Noblestown Road.
Hold on. We have 7-Eleven still.
Dude, the 7-Eleven is honestly, yeah, you're probably right. That's probably the last thing.
That's the last holdout of Noblestown.
Because everything else, dude, the Wendy's has gone downhill.
Yeah.
The
McDonald's is kind of mid.
Dude, every time I've gone to McDonald's in the past 2 weeks, like 2 out of the 4 kiosks are down for maintenance.
Oh, that's.
We were down there for like 45 minutes the other day. It actually took way long. Yeah, way longer than it should have been.
You also had a major storm roll through, so they probably were broken.
It was before that.
Okay. Because, like, I know we go to 7-Eleven every day for coffee.
Yeah, 7-Eleven's fine.
If 7-Eleven closes down, then I think I would just probably quit. Because I don't know what else to do
I can't
with my
make
life.
it, dude. Without 7-Eleven, I can't make it.
It's a daily run.
It is. It is a daily run. Liner socks, though. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think you remember, Logan. I'm 6'6", they're 4'10". Yeah, I remember you.
I know.
Last bastion of hope. Yeah, the
Yes.
the MSW. The 7-Eleven is the last bastion of hope.
In some people's eyes, MSW can't be considered that. Trust me, there are some days I'm like, all I'm moving for is MSW this weekend.
Dude,
please just get me there, please.
Dude, my brain hurt. My brain hurt.
I feel I just got back from a 22-hour drive.
Packing for
Texas.
MSW is easy. You just need enough Monster.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Make sure you pack as many energy drinks as possible to keep yourself awake. If you don't stay up for those 40 hours
That's
straight,
E-House who
you
said that.
can get kicked out. I know. You can get kicked out of the game. So make sure you pack your energy drinks, your coffee.
Yeah.
Limit your water intake because really water is not that necessary.
Listen, if you pee in the middle of a firefight, your whole squad's gonna yell at you.
I think it's not peeing at this point. I think it's seizing up from water deprivation.
Being serious, stay hydrated on the field. If
With
any
Monster.
of y'all pass out from dehydration, we're writing an article on why you're dumb.
Monster is a great form of hydration, though.
No.
Yep. So with Celsius, I prefer Bang energy drinks. I actually really prefer Four Loko, though.
No.
No. But I definitely don't consume that at a airsoft game because there is alcohol in it, which is not allowed at airsoft games.
That is not allowed. That is a no-no.
It's not allowed ever at airsoft games.
No.
Children.
It's not.
Okay. As long as we got that point across.
It's not allowed. Waffle House Index with 7-Eleven. Exactly. A shotgun white monsters to feel something. That's fair. That's very fair.
Are you okay? On a real note, do you need a hug?
Hydration is tactical disadvantage. I'm dehydration maxing to keep my load out lighter and never have to
Thank
pee.
you. See, Eric understands. The more you're dehydrated, the less weight you have on you, and the less times you have to stop to pee. Yeah. In conjunction with that, the less that you eat, the less that you have on you, which means that you're also lighter.
True. I have less.
If you go into a calorie
less
deficit,
fecal matter. And
yeah.
I don't weigh as much, so I can move faster.
It's all about the calorie deficit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, not that your body will start shutting down after 3 days without water or 4 days, but the calorie deficit is important.
It's called immersion.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
It's called immersion.
Yeah. And again, just like the previous comment, what do you need for a milsim? Start juicing. You'll be all right.
Dehydration maxing is crazy, though.
I mean, listen. I have no comment to that. I had a joke lined up, and the train left the station in the middle of that. Because all I was looking at is these 2 fire extinguishers on the ground.
Yeah.
As if they're just big red things in my brain.
Maybe my big old fire extinguishers. I'm giving away these tips for free to keep my enemies competitive with me, obviously. Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Yes, the psyops are working.
Yeah. Not that we might be telling someone.
When can I start doing psyops? I gotta start blasting like some music in the middle of the night, keep my enemies up awake and stuff.
Oh, so like
what are the rules? What are MSW's rules on psyops?
I don't know, dude. I just get on the field and I exist.
Because I'm blasting the enemy building with the biggest floodlight I can, and we're blasting music all night.
Well, I have the 120,000 lumen flashlight.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You set it up on the building, you cook it, you blasting music.
So I mean, you
fire
can carry that in if
night,
you want because it weighs like 8 pounds.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to put that in my bag.
I've seen it.
I hate it.
I don't want it.
I hate it. It weighs like 8 pounds.
No, we love it.
Psyops are the way to go. Cold turkey, all caffeine, 3 weeks prior to MSW. Then bring you your energy supplements of choice and take them as you see fit. You'll be wired. Yeah, I know. That's what you'd be doing with your Skola Cola.
Skola Cola.
That's their their little caffeinated chocolate the German army gets. All the KVB guys eat their Skola Cola.
Oh yeah, I was giving some of that at Mutzy. It tastes really good. I usually go ahead and take coffee grounds and use them as dip in my bottom and bottom lip, and then I have an upper decky.
I was at a game that they banned megaphones. That's fair.
What?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that
What game was that?
I'm assuming that exactly what I said happened. And yeah, people wanted to sleep. Ross asked me that style question later. Yeah, Eric, I'm sure I'm sure someone's done it. I mean, I'm bringing my light tower generator trailer. Yeah, that'll do that. I'm not in parentheses. Okay, sure. My flashlight is 6 pounds though.
That's insane. That's insane. I thought the lever action was heavy with the my PEC and my flashlight in the front of it, and then I picked them up individually. I'm like, this is like nothing. I hate this. And then I can't even imagine carrying something around that heavy.
That's because you don't be running heavy guns usually. Your gun's pretty light.
My Fatco is not light. My Fatco is like 11
all
pounds.
things considered, your Fatco's pretty light, man.
Well, you have a FAL.
You gotta run my LCT, dude. The LCT is heavy.
No, because I don't want to run an LMG. Actually, funny
it's not an LMG. It's an AK-12. It's a DMR.
I don't want to.
Well, I built it to be.
I don't want to run an
It's
AK,
really not
so like that already defeats the purpose. However,
the LCT is just the weight. Is all.
Yeah, well, they're full metal. I did see a dude with an LCT RPD that was chopped this weekend with an F2.
Yeah, that's what I want.
And me and David were talking on the way down about LMG builds. I'm like, if there was an LMG build, I do the RPD chop.
Yeah, the RPD.
Because it's just it's a vibe, and I can wear brushstroke because I have brushstroke. That'd be sick. And I saw the guy with it, and I just stood there. I have a picture of it on the cam snap, but I was sitting there just looking at it. I'm like, this is one of the hottest LMG builds I've seen because it's an RPD chopped.
Yeah, it's sweet. No, it's cool.
I want one so bad.
Yeah, I want one too. They're expensive. They were blasting coyote noises at night, and all the real coyotes responded and freaked out NATO so much they asked Cadre to put a stop to it. That is legitimate psyops right there. Freaking them out with the coyotes.
That is perfect.
That is pretty great.
That is so perfect. I'll do it again.
Oh, dude, when we go to Crescent, we got to bring a speaker and do psyops in the basement, in the tunnels.
I won't be able to be at Liberty. For Nomad?
At that same weekend?
It's the same weekend. I'll be at Liberty.
Well, we'll have to go to Crescent at some point and do it.
The Amir has a game on the 20th, July 20th.
Yeah.
I plan on going. I really, really want to go to that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
I gotta text you
back.
Let's
play spooky ghost noises in the haunted.
Well, I
tunnels.
have mini speakers that are like this big, so we'll just place them in.
That's what I'm saying. Just place them around in random places.
You mean the actually haunted tunnels that I do not like going down because I have had stroking out. Have had experiences there because it's terrible. Oh, I hate that place.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go in there. We'll nod up. We'll play some audio, and we'll just clap kids.
You ever? No, you can, Ross. I will stay outside the tunnel and just shout. Are you having fun yet, son? Because I do not personally want to go back
listen,
down those tunnels.
I personally do not believe in ghosts, and if a ghost came out at me, I would be happy because the content would be amazing.
Go right
I'm
ahead,
all
buddy.
for the content, man.
I will
If
pass.
if I disappeared in the tunnels at Crescent, I don't know. Whatever.
Who's gonna do this job then? Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Welcome to it.
Oh no.
Welcome to it, buddy.
We're not going to Crescent.
Just
no,
stand
please,
stand in a corner wearing old clothing. Say nothing. Exactly. What would be your ultimate MPX build? Upgrades, no HPA. That's hard.
Barrel bucking.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Honestly, probably.
That's it. No HPA, barrel bucking.
I would
shim
I would
the gearbox.
HPA it personally.
I mean, yeah, I would HPA it, but if like you're looking to stay AEG, shim the gearbox, barrel bucking build, that's it. Maybe put a higher torque.
MOSFET?
If it doesn't already come with one, yeah.
I don't know what it comes with, but like a gate in there would probably make it pretty snappy.
Yeah, a gate or a Perun, or then at that point I would maybe throw in a higher speed or higher torque motor, and that's it. Simple upgrades, nothing big. Don't change the inside of the gearbox. Don't change the gears, or else you're gonna have a bomb on your hands.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience with gears. Anyways.
For context, the coyote noises were from Salsk.
Oh God, yeah, you're gonna have coyotes everywhere. Salsk is Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, because we were at Salsk 2 years ago. I would have gone on Salsk this weekend, this past year, if I didn't have all these other things. God, I would like to go back to Salsk. Also, that the AO that Salsk is at is just a cool AO to be at because it's a ginormous. It's not flat. It's got some features to it and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just cool, and it's easy enough, right? But you still get the Milsim West experience. It's just a nice AO to be at. It's one of the nicer ones I think I've been at, and I really like the area.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Not Ardmore. Ardmore, Oklahoma is wild. We almost got hit by a car. We watched a drug deal happen in front of us. What was the other thing that happened? The other thing that happened I can't talk about.
Okay.
But we almost got hit by a car coming out of a store, and we turned and we just see this car. I was like, "Oh, this is the end. This is the end of it." And then it didn't happen, but it came very close. We're like, "Oh." It's funny. Wow, that was one of the best storytellings of all time. My brain is so cooked, dude.
What is going on?
I don't know. My brain is cooked. I need to go back to bed.
You just left.
My brain just is gone.
Eric says he's down for PsyOps, so great. Sounds like that's what we're doing this summer.
Yes, let's do that.
We're gonna.
For those of you who are not watching and are listening, I'm currently face palming because my brain is just mush.
Yeah, we're gonna bring together the international gang stalking organization.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna start gang stalking people at Airsoft events.
What?
No! Have you dived down the rabbit hole of gang stalking?
No!
Oh, you have to, dude. You have to. We don't have enough time right now for me to get into it.
Well, no, hold on. I think you got 30 seconds. Do it.
I have 30 seconds to talk about gang stalking? That's not enough time.
Is a group of gang stalking or group stalking is a set of persecutory beliefs in which those affected believe they are being followed, stalked, or harassed by a large group of people. Why are we going to do that to people?
Well, we're just going to make them think that it's happening to them. Anyways, that was the Lunchtime Live. Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday. We will be back next week at 1:30 to answer all of your Airsoft-related questions. We also are having our giveaway for the Colt gas blowback M4, licensed by EMG and made by SEMA. It is up on our Instagram as well as our website. If you want additional entries, you can go there.
Tune in next week while Airsoft presents gang stalking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus, Ross.
So yeah, anyways.
Look, this was the Amp Lunchtime Live.
Yep.
One of the goofiest ones we've ever done.
No, this is how they always are, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We love it though.
Yeah,
you're here for the chaos, you're here for the madness. That's what we're doing.
It was a blast. I love it. I love doing this every week.
So enter our giveaway. We'll be giving it away in I think 2 weeks time, not next live, but the one after that.
Yes.
And then not this weekend, but the next weekend we will be at
So this upcoming weekend, nothing. Then we have Stag Ops.
Stag Ops.
Yes.
We were just talking about it. It blanked because we were talking about so much stuff, but we'll be at Stag Ops.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys there.
I'm excited. I can't wait for Stag Ops.
Are NVG renters liable?
No, it's the end of it.
Berlin?
He gets to know next week.
Okay, yeah.
It's the end of it. You can all those questions go next week.
You can email us.
For you, yes.
We know who
if
you
you
are.
break your nods,
We know.
if you break your nods, you're in charge. I know you. I know where you live. I have your address, sir. So that was a very vague threat.
That was a very vague threat.
Very vague
All right,
threat.
bye everybody.
Goodbye.